beast in BO5s. He's known for setting kill records internationally and domestically. His best ever BO5, dropping 305 ACS. Yesterday was the worst performance we've ever seen from Aspas in a best of 5. They're going to win today and pull out of this nosedive. Aspas has to redouble his efforts, find his form that we know he can bring to give his team a chance.
I think seeing him on that jet too, kind of him bringing it back to life, is something I am expecting against NRG, because we talked about how NRG struggled a little bit with those double duelist comps. So maybe this is a little bit of a shining light for MIBR, that Aspas and Zekin can kind of work together to bring that into the mix. But for Aspas, I mean, once he gets that off rolling, he should be on top of his game.
He should, right? That's the theory. But the thing is, that we saw G2 just absolutely nullify him yesterday. Question whether or not NRG can do the same. A lot of questions for MIBR. Thankfully, we have an opportunity to catch up with Zekin to get his thoughts.
Yeah, I have a chance to catch up with Zekin before the game today. You could potentially qualify for the first time with a new team on the VCT stage here, and I'm sure a lot of people still just remember Zekin in red, but now you're with the boys in blue. What would it mean to get to Masters Santiago with MIBR?
It would mean a lot. We're really excited and really happy that we have the chance to qualify to Santiago, and we want to get Mazzino to play in front of his home crowd, so we're very excited and very grateful for the chance to qualify.
All right, good luck today. Thanks.
I mean, we haven't even had an opportunity to address the Mazzino.
It would mean a lot.
I'm sure we will as the series progresses here. But for finals weekend, guess what? We got a block party again here at the Riot Games Arena. And we asked some fans which team they should be packing their bags for Chile. Which team should be packing their bags for Chile? Yeah, I totally got that right.
Fans will pack their bags. They're so kind.
Yeah, you got it. Here, just watch the dang video.
We're at the final day of the VCT Americas kickoff block party, and we're trying to find out who is the last team going to Master Santiago.
It's got to be NRG. Mata's just too clean. Like, you cannot deny his skill. Like, it's just too good.
Definitely NRG. Definitely NRG.
NRG.
I'm going to go for MIBR.
NRG. MIBR is way too tired right now.
Definitely NRG. They've got this in the bag today.
Give me MIBR all the way. Oh, MIBR, oh God, let's go!
Yeah, MIBR!
I had a chance to catch up with all those folks out there. Their enthusiasm is awesome. You guys are in the arena. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look at the predictions for today's lower final and see what the... Whoa! Rivington again! The outlier.
I don't think this is surprising at all. MIBR is in a really bad position here. They've lost this heartbreaking close best of 5 on Friday. Saturday, get absolutely smoked. The team play didn't look in sorts. The individuals weren't performing. And now, with limited time against an NRG who I think is only now hitting their peak in kickoff with that 100 Thieves win, this is a situation that is so hard for them to pull out of in time.
I feel like NRG just solidified their identity when we were watching them play. We saw them use a lot of those util, a lot of those alt rounds, deepening their playbook the whole time. And on top of that, you have every player on top of their game fragging out. And I feel like for NRG, this is kind of what we're going to expect to see today. Coming out from the champions, trying to prove themselves as that former champions. They have a huge title to hold up to. And I mean, now is not the time to drop that.
No, not at all. And yesterday, I even predicted MIBR just because I solely believe that the solo individual talent could step it up and take that away. But we saw that lacking there. And I'm worried going into today that if they don't have something going for them, then it is just going to go NRG's way with how well they've been looking.
Yeah, that is also the same reason why I went with NRG. I'm thinking about this endurance race that MIBR are going to have to undertake. It's going to be tough. It's going to be grueling. And one thing that we saw from NRG was a team that just looked like they're in form, and it is scary. And you're going up against the world freaking champions in order to qualify for Masters Santiago. So much is up for grabs here, but this is it, folks. The final best of 5 to determine who punches their ticket to Chile. VCT America's kickoff starts right now.
Yo, finally, chat attack. Guys, क्या लगता है कौन जीतेगा?
Sent flying into that lower bracket grand finals. The world champions have now become the demons in the lower bracket.
Hello guys.
Get to MIBR, they kind of walked all over us last time we played them.
Vem o clone primeiro e o Zeke aproveita, o Ito se entrega. Ainda tá perigoso, Mado olhou pra trás, olha o Zeke!
I think against them this time we're going to get a little bit more scrappy, a little bit more proactive. We're going to play how we want to play.
But even this one back into his favour, his team's fight to be taken. It's just one man, what can he do? Ising moving,
well, we've played against NRG before, so I think we're going to be even better prepped this time, knowing how they play, and we'll be even more ready.
Who do you think will win, NRG or MIBR? I'm supporting MIBR.
It's motivation for us to make it. He wants to be able to play in his home country in front of the home crowd, and we really want to get him there.
I mean, I like the players I can.
This is the last ticket to Santiago. We lost them in the uppers. Hopefully we get our revenge.
Hello, just Navy stream. Joby stream
Riot Games, agora é a última chance pra ir pra Santiago. Agora é valendo a viga. Então vai pra cima deles, MIBR!
VCT Americas
MIBR, the team that everyone was calling a super team, faced defeat, tasted what that loss could feel like, and now find themselves on the precipice of potentially losing 3 BO5s. But there is a great chance for this squad, Athena, to recover, to show everyone what they are made of, why Made in Brazil is in fact made in Brazil.
They have these players that are rock stars at all of their roles. Aspas and second on the duelist, being really stunning, and they've already gotten the 1 win over NRG in that best of 5 earlier within kickoff, and now coming off of their second BO5 loss. They really have to lock in here, with Mizzino especially trying to go home and play in front of his home crowd.
Now, let's bring out their opponent, fighting for a spot in Chile. Give it up for NRG!
The world champion NRG finding themselves, though, I would actually argue in some familiar territory. This is a team that has been put through the ringer before, and the last time they did that, they won a damn world championship. So I think it's safe to say this team knows what adversity feels like.
Certainly, they're so comfortable in these kind of lower bracket positions, and they're a team that just showed us a perfect game plan against 100 Thieves. Now, facing an MIBR who is in this dip, who is coming up with their second BO5 loss. They get to enter this matchup with another advantage in terms of the prep, with an advantage in terms of the momentum, and their job now is to close out and take that step towards breaking the champ's curse.
Question on my mind is whether or not NRG and Coach Bonkar have actually developed that playbook with enough time and the way that they like to. There was a lot of prep work for those guys going into that 100 Thieves matchup. And now here's your series layout. You got Bind, Corrode, Split, Abyss, Haven if necessary. Emily, how are we feeling?
This makes perfect sense for NRG. Banning the one map that they saw MIBR kind of have that upper hand on. That was like their bread and butter pick. So banning that early just completely swaps out what MIBR were going for here. And going into these maps that we've already seen MIBR either play against G2 or play against Furia in these big best of 5, they have to feel prepared going into it. I doubt Bonker left any room for interpretation.
Yeah. And here's the thing, right? This is an MIBR who is again picking into a map first in a best of 5 series that their opponent hasn't shown. They did this yesterday, the opening 2 maps.
And I did not like that.
They did not know what G2 was going to play, and they got absolutely cooked. So this match now, Bind, I think they absolutely have to win it. They have to show that they can adapt, they can sight read a team who they haven't seen here yet.
It is Bind, though, right? I mean, that's something you could kind of hang your hat on if you're MIBR. Be like, hey, you know, we know what the bread and butter is on this.
I mean, we have to play into the fact that they have 2 of the potentially best duelists on paper in VCT Americas kickoff. You have Aspas and Zekin, and on a map like Bind, where it's just so fast-paced, a lot of having that double duelist is really good. You want to be able to get up those choke points, get through, taking a lot of fast fights, using the TP to kind of make a lot of these really quick split decisions. And as well, Zekin, he's really good on the op with the Yoru. And of course, we've seen Aspas on Raze. He just needs to step it up just a tiny little bit to bring it back.
I'm happy to see them having that double duelist because that's what works best for them. But going for a Raze over the standard Waylay that we've been seeing have so much success is kind of a risk for me. They're playing playing more into their comfort than the meta right now.
I don't think they believe that Aspas' Waylay is at a high enough level right now to put up against who is currently the best Waylay in the world. He's got to recover on this race against an NRG who haven't had to show this map.
Folks, this is it. The last spot for Master Santiago is up for grabs. Who's it going to be? MIBR, NRG. We have just the casters to call the action. Here's Brent and Sideshow.
Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, excited to get into this one here because you have the super team of this era of Americas going up against the current reigning world champions of NRG. Yeah. And there's expectations that both of these teams have leveled against each other in terms of where they should be going, to the global events, lifting trophies perhaps. But one of these teams is going to be left with bitter disappointment because it is the lower bracket grand finals. There are no more second chances. There's only one more spot at Santiago up for grabs.
Either way, for one of these teams, a loss is a failure, right? It's missing out on an opportunity to be able to hunt for a trophy, and both of these squads want to add more to their cabinet. But I would say especially so for MIBR, who are on the verge of losing those 3 best-of-5s in a row. We saw RRQ fall to the same fate in Pacific.
And it is a grueling test that MIBR having to face already early on here for the pistol round of Bind. NRG making heavy moves here, slight miss there with the molly, but it will do the job. It stops them momentarily. Matador is going to be dashing straight past this. Bit of disrespect in order, and he smokes as well. A little bit of a corner and a pocket, but enable push this back, so plant denied for now. TPs as well. There's going to be threats coming from every single angle for NRG here, and it's up to them to see if they can put a stop to it. Double fight over towards Showers, not anticipating the angle, but Verno snaps to the side anyway. Brock dealt with. Verno's low. Ethan knows it. Angles to be played for here, and he's trying to play his life in. It's a nice shot by Verno, at least to get that one kill. Scuba on the prowl.
On the most ridiculous wraparound around the world, Scuba.
Aspas and Zekken, dynamic duo on the duelist this time. Let's see if they anticipate this one. The timing caught. Kiko has a bullet to the temple, but Scuba wrapped from behind. Surely is that insurance policy. Reload committed, Scuba's around, it's out into the open, Aspas low and time now thoroughly against Zekken. Not much you can do in a spot like this, sharp shooting on display. The kill at the end, not going his way. It's NRG leading a pistol round here in this best of 5.
A specially crafted pistol round strat that you won't see them run on a rifle round either. Double smokes down to just lock off a little area over towards triple and bench. Very dangerous. Mazino was prowling inside of those smokes and almost caught Ethan as the plant was going down. But I think that's what we've got to start talking about this. NRG have been able to hide Bind the entire time.
Yep.
MIBR picking into it here because NRG have been permabanning it in their, well, almost permabanning it. They did float it in their first game at kickoff.
Smokes are
which implies that it's not a horrendous map for them, but they haven't wanted to play it. So MIBR going over here thinking that they'll have an advantage. But the tape is not with them, so you do have the opportunity to get caught by little set ideas like that.
NRG, we know them as a team that are going to be well drilled, prepared at every moment. It's a good return of the fire there. Zekken at least takes him out. Scuba going down. It's a Stinger reclaimed. It's not the biggest gun in the world. Could potentially make the difference though, as a stack of bodies ready to fight this, but look at this. Preempted play by NRG. They want to get ahead of the curve, and any sort of play that MIBR could be cooking.
Mada 2 away from being able to get the conversion paths online as well. Could be an enormous tool to start snowball going on their attack side.
Yeah.
Zekken though has started sharp, hasn't he? He's 1 away from a dimensional drift himself. And he was actually the danger player last time these two teams matched up.
Even in the game yesterday.
They need it. They absolutely need it.
Yeah.
Show these boys who's boss.
A strong start on this map from MIBR. A strong start from this map for NRG would spell a disaster for MIBR. This is where they want to begin the series on a good footing.
It's always, the expectations, I suppose, as well. An uphill struggle for MIBR. They spiral down from grand final to grand final, now into the lower. Up against an NRG that have had all the tape in the world to look at. Very tough. Getting this round on the board, though, will be important.
Down short.
Yeah, already got that A short control. Gathering all the way up. There's a Trailblazer trying to put the squeeze onto the side. It's drone's going to be used. It's a good shot by Aspas. Lays claim to the side of Showers. He's got some help as well alongside Zekken. That's still not going down. There's a lot of util that's being expended.
Nice.
Zekken collects himself another one with Mada being dropped. Aspas as well. These are just kills happening all over the place as Aspas is just going hunting for them.
Yeah, he fully pushed out through showers. 8 HP managed to take the 1v1 against Ethan.
That's what we needed to see from Aspas. Big performances, flash through as soon as that fire comes down. Zekken taking names and not taking any chances in a round like that. Signs of life for MIBR. We desperately needed to see this from them.
The structure of the round makes sense, but to be honest, it is the individual stuff that tips it into their favor. Aspas being able to get both of those kills, shutting down Scuba, and then taking the 1v1 against Ethan, who was going to monitor the flank and make sure that nobody was pushing from either direction to wrap around the short players. You can't avoid talking about it. Aspas has been fairly dreadful, actually, in the most recent games from MIBR, but that is utterly unexpected. I mean, there's a reason why we're talking about him as greatest of all time kind of candidate player.
And a player that's trying to build a legacy too. Yeah. Attend these events, fill out the trophy cabinet.
He is so consistent, and yet recently hasn't actually been able to find his form. But if he can come alive in this match, I think he's the X Factor. He's the win condition for them. Weirdly enough, looking at the stats, he's the 4th highest fragger, as in the 2nd lowest fragger for MIBR across this tournament, which you would just never believe.
No. They are stacked to the brim with talent, but still, shots. Mada, lucky, escaping the Ira. MIBR being very active around the map here.
Yeah, and looking to double up with Aspas and Zekken to try to take this fight into Scuba again.
I think this makes sense. NRG, they were thrown off balance a little bit when G2 were running at them.
It's also a weird position for Scuba's orb to be in. Just to let him walk into showers here.
Drone is going to be broken to spot a lot of these players now. 40-second mark. This is going to be the signal to go for NRG. Moving forwards now. Steam rolling ahead. Not much in terms of resistance. There is that flank, as you called out. 2 players of MIBR going to be reaching the party soon enough. 30 seconds. Plant still being denied. Util was saved for the situation just like this. And Ethan's still looking for the next signs of it. Dimensional Drift is going to be utilized this time. And Zekken putting out the players. And that is a complete collapse. MIBR laid out the trap. It was NRG that stumbled into it.
And Aspas with another 3K.
This is what we needed to see.
MIBR's protocols for defending this A short push are looking really nice. Even though they lost out in showers, this time they weren't able to stop Scuba and Ethan taking that space. The pressure on the plant is enormous. The smoke that Mazzino is throwing is standard, for sure, but the way that MIBR are spamming through it and consistently applying pressure, it's a nightmare. It is a nightmare to try to get that down. And NRG, the game plan not working.
No, instant timeout.
Yeah, Bonkar's going to take a tag timeout here.
And if you remember back to the one map of Bind that MIBR played, when they were playing over towards A, it was mainly just Aspas playing from heaven. A nade to deny plant, maybe. They were playing a lot of weak A setups. I think NRG, they've done their homework, but MIBR one step ahead. I think that's a key win condition for them in this series overall. You have to get ahead of what you think NRG are going to be planning around.
Yeah, it's difficult for a new team, right? There is actually, we talk so much about the experience of the players, the veteran legacy from some of these guys on MIBR, all of these guys on MIBR really. But the team itself has not been together for a long time. When you compare that to NRG, who've been working through things, making a small adjustment in terms of Som coming out and Kiko coming in, but really they've still got a lot of fundamental foundational stuff that they can build on top of.
Pre-existing chemistry.
Yeah, MIBR have had to cobble it together, but they've been in the spot now for long enough that they should be able to make adjustments like this. What a time it would be if they can stay ahead. But it's early days yet. NRG are going to take this tag timeout to adjust something for the rifle round that comes after this one. But to be honest, if Mada spots somebody, I could see him trying to invest in the ult and see if he could get a Bucky kill.
Yeah, you never know.
Spiral it further.
He's bad.
He's forwards with that Bucky in hand. It is the weaker buy. Just spotted out. Thanks for the snake bite. Double dash over, but that's a player dealt with. That was a danger player, really, in the form of Mada.
Look at that from Aspas as well. Really decisive, straight through the teleporter from short.
There's no messing around.
Goes and backstabs. I think that's what I want to see more as well. It's just Aspas feeling like he's his old confident self.
No more hesitancy.
Normally.
And getting it done on agents that aren't just Jet.
Yeah, and there's a very, very clear, I don't want to call it a game plan, but maybe just the ideology is different right now for MIBR. They are very willing to fight. trying to make NRG uncomfortable. Even against the weaker buy, there's dangers if you overextend yourself, could hand over some guns. But look at Mazzino, all the space that he's got.
Yeah, but also you're talking about handing over guns.
Yeah, we'll see. It's accounted for. Kiko with a classic.
40 seconds and still with a player down. But that's a phantom you don't really want to put in their hands.
I mean, Ethan's way ahead of the pack there. Flash forwards. Zekken eager to draw even more blood. And there it is, the follow-up. Tex right there behind him, shoulder to shoulder.
Again, aggression, boxing them in, never letting NRG get out into sight where Kiko could have found some of those angles to make the Phantom shine. Like it from Tex, just backing up slightly. Nade comes out to open the door, lets Aspas take that duel
on the buy round.
And now Aspas has a showstopper for a round where you know NRG are going to do something different. Bonka took the tag time out to adjust the game plan here, so they're not going to go for that same short push. You know they are. Is Aspas just going to send it?
He looks like he's raring to go.
A little slower.
Slow for now.
Again, you know they're doing something different, so Aspas is not going to run into a stack.
It's a draw forwards. Zekken is hard committed here. There's Salvo's at his feet, trying to move to the side, and that flash did not connect. Zekken capitalizes quickly. Ethan's removed. Out forwards. Verno! Drops them where they stand. That's a spike drop down as well. Essentially in enemy territory. The smokes in the face of Verno.
MIBR के सारे players
Small gap to play, but again, this is an MIBR that are not content with just leaving space untaken. They will take the fight to you today. A team angry and willing to prove they're not going to go down so easily.
Damn.
Scuba's the last one left. Aspas took all of this space very early on. We'll have instant information if Scuba tries to go for anything. MIBR made such a good adjustment coming out of this one. They knew that Bonka had called to change things up. NRG had run that same push basically twice. Scuba towards showers, Ethan to support. They're definitely going to do something different. And Aspas coming up around behind and puts a bullet into the ear of Scuba. Didn't even have to use his showstopper.
No. The central tool that he can carry on into the next. And there's plenty more ults as well that NRG are building up to. Almost every single one that they've got online, so pretty critical to the saving key ultimates.
Yeah, this is the next round though, where you don't exactly get what Bonka's adjustment is going to be coming out the back of this. So they could go back to a bit of short pressure, right? Or they could just carry on going for the same B adjustment that their coach had looked at.
And look, full push खेल रहे हैं.
Now they're sure though, Aspas is willing to square up. Eager to scrap and seems to be aware that he could be able to catch a player unawares. Seeker's moving behind him. Kiko is out wide. Seeker spoils the party though, and Aspas is gone, taken out. He was alone on A.
They're trying to do the same thing again. But there goes the showstopper. And the defenders are having to pivot to try to plug this gap over on the A side. And now Ethan's got a really nice opportunity to call some mid-round stuff. Plenty of time on the clock, 5v4. Tex pushing out of sand just to get that information.
More and more risks to be taken when you're a player down. Might get the sound cue. Yeah, Brock is running full sprint now because NRG are committing. What a shot by Tex. Verno out towards the back. This guy is just lighting him up right now. Feel like we are witnessing a very angry MIBR. NRG left scrambling right now, looking to see if they can piece together any sort of semblance of a round. They are falling though, dropping whittled to pieces. Scuba and Kiko the last ones left. Smoke in your face, but Zekken still primed onto the angle. Few straight shots, he is low. But still steps forward, still steps up to the challenge. And all that damage done, a softened up target for Verno to just eat up. 5-2, MIBR. That's despite Aspas going down early.
Yeah, what a recovery in that round. I love the push coming out from Tex. They've got such a good read on what NRG are up to on their attack. It has been a map historically where I think Ethan struggled a bit to call these defaults without making them look obvious. But it's been a while since we've had that level of criticism. Here, though, it's like MIBR have just downloaded what NRG are going for on their attack. And this, again, without the take. Second
timeout on round 8.
That's the sign of a team that's in trouble.
Yes. And NRG, listen, we give accolades, I think, to Bonka. He's quite proven as a coach. He will give you a timeout and call you a fantastic round in terms of reads, tendencies, something to exploit.
But they already tried that in the previous tag timeout, and MIBR were one step ahead. They've been one step ahead, actually, in terms of the Bind game plan throughout.
And that's a clear win con. You've got to try and beat that. One step ahead, one layer.
It is the best map, probably, for MIBR to start off on good footing. We were saying that at the very beginning here. NRG have been first round banning it in most of their matches throughout kickoff. But it's good to see you've got all of the pieces working properly here for MIBR to put up at least some resistance, if not be able to match what they did in the upper bracket where they were able to defeat NRG.
Strong start though for MIBR. We were wondering, the thoughts were there. The fatigue potentially settling in. Had to play a lot of maps of Valorant the past 3 days.
They look like they're full of energy at least to begin.
Yeah.
And this is back to the original game plan for NRG. This is what they were doing for the first few rifle rounds.
Too much in terms of the way the planting out across the map, but a snake bite matter. Top of the box.
There's
to punish on the Mazzino, yes. Knew they were going to be trying to use some of that util to deny that plan, and so Mazzino caught unaware. The rifle, though, reclaimed. Zekken vacating it. Showers control was taking the whole time. Spams and bullets are going to be wrestling against the back of the walls there.
They still don't have the plant, though. They don't have the plant. And because Scuba has been trying to lurk showers in all of these short push rounds, they don't have an option to go back to B that easily either. You know, Tex could have been pushing down here. They know that he sent that snake bite long range from B. But where is he?
Oh, yeah, देखो.
Tex taking up residency once more towards B.
Free side मिल गए इन लोग.
Unless gets the clearance of the Tex too onto that corner. There's bullets firing forward. Salvos instantaneously. A flash stuns everything coming at him right now. And Mada is the first one to draw blood onto the site. Kiko slips past all of them here. Second's going to be facing a multitude of players there into the high-low. This is a interesting scenario. Just 2 players left. MIBR I'm going to be looking to play into this when they realise that the chances are just way too slim.
Fucking cooked for MIBR.
They've got an enormous amount of money to be able to work with. Having won 5 rounds in a row here. See if NRG go and try to chase
subscribe
to get ults online, but they're the ones with
their
economy.
If you're new to the stream, then please do like the stream, guys.
I like the idea of going back over to B in some of these failed short pushes. Where you go down short and tap the plant a couple of times,
guys.
and MIBR have to smoke it, they have to stack it, they're spraying. But I did think it was difficult for Ethan to call those B pivots because you just lack information. You don't have any lurker over there. But Tex got hard overwhelmed. The double drone composition that NRG are using gives them a lot of tools to be able to spot out a single player like that.
Good adjustment at the beginning of round 2. This punish onto Mazzino. Knowing that they're going to be going for the plant denial. Catching the players with the util out.
He's sometimes going to be inside the smoke, so it won't always be that easy.
differently.
And of course, if Manda does it again, they'll be pre-aiming the box that he's on top of.
Group up though, NRG.
Aspas pulling out the Outlaw in order to punish the light armor buy that NRG loves to go for.
Yeah, knowing that the economy. Conserving the money. Matters forwards though. This is rapid approach all the way through short. Second, forced to respect it. TP's back all the way over towards B, and here's a showstopper. Time to shine! Finds a target. Ethan's down now, underhanded with the nades. Prevents any sort of reclamation there of the spike. It's still picked up. Plant online, they don't realise it's still here. Aspas hunting down the target. Armageddon's now going to be rolled out though. This is NRG looking to salvage the situation as best they possibly can. And Brock, steady aim, rifle in hand. Brock, he's got safety in numbers. Kiko over the shoulder will help him out.
The double flank coming down short.
And that 3v3 suddenly into a 2v2.
What a spin!
Turn on a dime. Kiko lowers anything.
2v2.
Viper's Pit blossoming out. Gives him a bit of cover for NRG to retreat. There's plenty of time left into the rounds. These have been rapid beginnings. Unorthodox to the way that NRG usually like to play a tap. Potentially, though, the footsteps being heard. Verno, he had his eyes trained. Second guessing it. Wondering where this is, and Kiko's been handed the timing. 3 kills now for him.
30 seconds left.
Looking potentially for the 4th, but it's up to Zekken now in a 1v2 to put a stop to it.
He can win this first.
It's still active. Scoping it out, trying to hunt where these players could be. Time, pressure, mounting against NRG. They need to get this plan down. But they don't know where Zekken could be lying. Contemplating that it could have been a rotation. The plan down, and Zekken, bit of spam straight through the box. Kiko! Going down in the final few bullets. It leaves it into a 1v1, but crucially, Scuba still alive. The pit remains. A blight on the map. An obstacle that's going to be in his way.
If there is a man,
taking it slowly, steadily now.
I mean, Zekken can do this.
Trying to scope out every possibility. Decay kicking in, Scuba relying on to the shorty. Not quite a tap. Zekken wants to full stick this one, moving forward. Scuba, that's half earned. Zekken has wing calls, but a shorty will do him in regardless. Scuba winning that round out. It got scrappy. Chaotic towards the middle section.
Insane value from Kiko as well throughout that round. We're watching Scuba win the 1v1 clutch towards the end, but it's Kiko who throws the spike over to Scuba, re-wraps around short, and that's after hitting a devious 180 flick to deny the short flank, which I think should have won the round here. But I don't know, he's just too good. How he survives on 3 HP to get the spike down as well.
Watching my stream,
I don't know, because if Zekken gets that kill,
it's a difference maker.
It's a big difference maker. MIBR had so many chances of winning that round.
NRG now just trailing by the 1 round. Flash. It's good for it. NRG brute force through showers. They're looking for this ult orb online onto Mada. And Kiko, in fact, that's a season and orbital strike. Reactive play by MIBR.
Lovely.
Trying to get one step ahead, trying to read what the play is. Zekken. Rifle aim is a little bit labored there. In exchange of the bullets, the refract, they call a bit of a stalemate.
This is one of the few rounds where Scuba has been looking over towards B, but he's got a pit in his face on B long. And Aspas, in hot form, holding hookah. NRG have got a little bit of control around the map, but it's nothing to write home about. They're still going to have to go through this guy.
Yeah, he does like this angle.
Aspas.
Played here before, see if they're ready for it. That's a wide face and swing. Nade, though, was primed for this. Prevents any sort of follow-up, and the smoke was instantaneous. Mada, he's gone down and out. That was over towards A. The backup policy, and Verno is just going, running around, hunting for the stragglers.
Delivering the 8th death with no kills for NRG's IGL.
This is an MIBR. They are not content with just leaving the space as is. They are hungry for the kills and hungry to make a statement.
They've been the team in control here. NRG have definitely come in with a game plan, but MIBR one step ahead, stuffing it, stopping it, and NRG struggling to adapt. And I think this can be a weakness for NRG. If the read that they have doesn't pay off immediately.
Oh yeah, we're not doing fist bumps for a long time. You need to remember me.
Yeah, that's important.
Aspas criticizing Zekken.
Yeah, keep the morale up.
Yeah. Come on, lad.
You're not doing enough at 11 kills, come on. It's a weak
One
A
word is
setup
criticizing
here.
the other word.
Double Jewel is holding hands for MIBR though.
Yeah.
You know, they were constantly proling.
Tex. He's got a lot of here, but still able to get the one with Mada. Go on, finish off. Plays it all the way in and through. This orbital strike is going to go wide. It's a miss. We'll clear out most of lamps and NRG. Well, absorb up most of that space once more.
They're sand pushing again.
This is a deep push all the way out. This is relentless right now from MIBR.
But there's never anyone from NRG able to stop it.
No. Confidence is brimming.
You want to cancel, you want to go towards B, but look at these players in market.
Bombs are being held.
Gelo.
Might come down to a game of timings, but with those rifles well trained, up onto the corner. Vardo gets 2. Can't manage the 3rd, but the damage might have been done. Still an attempt to get back control, some stability into your feet for NRG. Scuba and Brock left in a 2v3. Zekken, though, to be posted
in the
back
side,
to the wall, onto the B site. Look to timing this drone, see if he can get himself potential angle, but he's spotted out at the barest of moments, revealed towards it, and that's shot straight through. Flimsy metal, it's not enough to stop it. NRG, the one's powering ahead.
After Furno's 2K in market, and Zekken getting there on site beforehand, should have been locked up. NRG are being offered ways back into these rounds, despite the fact that their opening game plan is giving them nothing.
1v2 now for Tex. Let's try and find what these players are. Slight sound cue. It's going to give him a bit of information, but this is NRG ready for double swing. Taking the fight together, and it's almost there. Potential from Tex. You could get control of the spray on time, but for NRG, or even a sigh of relief.
I'm amazed that they've got up to 5. And MIBR are so much in control in terms of the way that they're running the positional play around the map. And yet they're just making enough small mistakes for NRG to get back in some of these crucial moments. But it's taking clutches. And that, a pretty big mistake from Zekken, getting lit up by Brock's drone. Aspas picks up the operator. A weapon he's known for, but one that hasn't found him too much value in kickoff, weirdly enough.
This is one more round left to be played for in this half. Good spread here. Focus from NRG over towards that B long. And when they have a new Trailblazer, potentially spotting out where Verno was. The util's gone a bit wide there. This onto the Molly. The C's will be next though. Really trying to deny them this space. There's no serious commitment from NRG. The spike is firmly dropped.
NRG
It's a very different game plan, isn't it? Yeah. They're trying to make as much noise on B-long as they can while these Showers players take some space.
Aggressive, confident and aggressive kill.
These duelists again from MIBR holding hands. Zekken supporting Aspas.
He's got to hold this angle for Aspas here. That's the weak point. Aspas will watch market, spotted out with the bullets.
I mean,
now you might have to peel yourself back a little bit.
Angle.
Yeah, collapses the crossfire play.
Unless and until
but it also tells MIBR that NRG are not ready to hit B just yet. And Verno's done a great job, actually, of re-establishing control and information down B-long. Question is whether he's
forwards. He's taking a fight. There's so many players in front of him. It's the one, and he spots out where the rest of the bodies are. Surely that pulls rotations, but that gives time for Scuba to strike. He's been good on these lurks before. He's going to be hearing all of these sound cues. Text now. Pressure on him. Convergent pass, potentially sidestep Scuba, looking for the right time. And at mass TP, Scuba calls it. It's a vacated A site. They're pulling them away. With only 16 seconds left. Time's barely there. Molly's flying forwards though.
Nade from Aspas.
Nade potential to deny the plans. Ethan full sticking it, barely alive on a shred of HP. 4v4 still. This final round of this half is really coming down to the minor differences. And that raw aim, gunfight's taken. NRG winning this one out. It's a baited a shot, no reload. Mada's got to be careful. But the damage firmly done. NRG
they are gonna win. They should save the op.
Making sense. A rather chaotic round here. It's all within their hands at this point. The 2v4, Aspas and Mazzino. The onus on them to try and see if they can put a stop to any of this. Attack doesn't really pull any of the attention, and the time is just ran way too short. Kills might be flowing at the end here, but this is NRG that will be dragging it 6-2-6.
The finest margins once again as Ethan survives on 2 HP. The call from Scuba to draw players back into A with the Waylay fake. Beautiful though. And I think MIBR are going to be disappointed that this is an even half. Unfortunate team flash towards the end there as well. Self-flash, in fact, onto Zekken. But this was MIBR's round. Not round to win, half to dominate.
Yeah.
This felt like it should have been an 8-4 maybe, something like that, but NRG pulled back.
Speaking to that championship quality, I think that they were able to do so. Let's send it down to Rivi, standing by with a comms report.
Half time, boring. Mute karo. Instagram dekhte hain. Guys, this is my Instagram channel. If you wanna follow, do follow me here. Let's watch some reels. ये क्या है? Audio.
A few moments later.
जो है कहीं जो है सुने वो बात क्या है बता मित्रवा जो है कहीं जो है सुने
मेरा वाला IG में ज़्यादा बेटर पोस्ट होंगे. 1 minute. Let me just switch. How do I switch? Holy. अबे यार. Switch. Yeah. Hell yeah. Interval. Bawasir. नहीं देखना. Explore. ये दे.
तिलक वर्मा बॉल करेगा. सामने खेला सर के ऊपर से. छक्का हो जाएगा. आउट हो गया शदाब खान. बंदा की लाश करे तेरा. बंदा क्या करे शदाब खान तुम्हारा. ना बॉल करते हो ना बल्लेबाजी करते हो. रन है बॉल 15 बॉलों पे 14. बंदा किस तरह आपको डिफेंड करे शदाब खान. आपका रोल क्या है पाकिस्तान टीम में. मतलब आप अपने आप को शीशे में देख लेते हो. शीशे में भी देख के आप अपने आप को सिर्फ हंसते होंगे because that's all you can do these days. आपके पास कुछ है नहीं है इसके अलावा क्या? तिलक वर्मा आ गया बॉल करने. हुन तिलक वर्मा बॉल करेगा. सामने खेला सर के ऊपर से.
तो बता के जा.
छक्का.
Ask your selectors, dude. आगा जी वर्ल्ड कप हो गया. नमीबिया से 18 वाला मैच चाहिए आगा जी, वरना माँ चुद जाएगी आगा जी. Let me check. By the way, my अरे इमोशनल नहीं देखना.
ऑल आउट 89 पे 4 से पारी सिमटी है 119 पे.
यॉर्कर है, बाउंसर है, अच्छे स्लिप लगानी चाहिए.
हाफ टाइम हो गया, अभी बक कर रहा है. लाइव है ना? ओह शिट सॉरी.
तिलक वर्मा आ गया बॉल.
Forward second, relentless.
Yeah.
Going for it to salvage that situation.
मैंने कुछ देखा नहीं, but yeah.
Scrappy kind of pistol round, but a big one for MIBR to put on the board.
Matters.
Defying the stats and getting the result. What an opener from Tex. I was very worried in terms of where the plant ended up falling, but these players came diving back in. Second collecting 2. And they are going to need big performances out of him. But this is more, I mean, you look at the scoreboard, this is more how you would expect this team to perform, with Aspas second, always up towards the top. Hasn't been the tale of the kickoff so far.
Aspas and Zekken are top fragging.
Fast going here for MIBR. Not too worried about the potential of this eco bind. NRG, they can get cheeky and tricky when it comes to these situations. The ecos are always cooking something up. That's going to be spotted. Zekken's like, get me out of there. It's nothing to do with it. Comedy routine.
All right, it's a good idea to have Yoru going first with a marshal in those kind of situations. You're not too worried about dropping the gun, but also they've always got the ability to evacuate.
But no, he's trying to go back in. They're expecting potentially an over-rotation, but Zekken's finished off.
Time to leave, I think.
Yeah, definitely so. May as well stick around to make sure that they can't reclaim the gun. I believe it's just a marshal. Still trying to fight them. This is pure confidence brimming, but overconfidence.
A
bit of an issue still. They spot out where Brock is hiding. Running around. This is just ridiculous.
Well, they did only have 2 rifles, I think, to try to keep it to this round. So it's not a disaster just yet. Texas is going to go back to recover one of them.
Anyone's game.
Picked up the marshal.
And anyone can
I
win
think there was a
this
gun lying
match.
around
There it is. 2 guns finally
round.
back in their hands, but
although इसके पास सिर्फ classic है, but यहाँ से मिल जाएगा इसको gun.
Locking down where he anticipates.
But यहाँ पे Tex है.
You'd have to be a laser with the classic.
Yeah. He's been sharp with it, but
yeah,
not accounting for that angle. Tex mops it up. Like you mentioned, they only brought 2 rifles into this, so normally that'd be quite damaging, right? You've only got 2 players surviving against the eco, but not for MIBR. They're able to keep the major buys together.
Oh, that is jump scare. I see Zekken coming it out frantically as well.
हमारे टीम में
Aspas. 7 of them in front of me.
और Zekken है. So we will take a stubborn decision and enter this side only.
That's what we were saying. Is it's really easy for their economy to now still look very good. They have actually forced one of the guns in this round, though. They've been doing this a lot, MIBR. And then Verno picks up a sheriff if they fail.
Just to round out the buy. Matter, he's on that. ADS'd up. Back up as well by his side. Brock lying in wait. End of this game, feeling like it comes down to the gunfights that are being taken. It's brute force as an approach.
It's a nice timing from Mazina, though. He times it with the orb tap, so he knows he's taking a 1v1.
Verno looking like he might want to take some of the space, but just holding for now. Jump spot angle.
MIBR have been quiet down short, so NRG haven't found a timing to push on the other side of the map just yet.
Once overheads.
Ethan.
Lance is occupied. Ethan just commits a TP. He trailblazed earlier. I think he anticipated it was going to be clear. And not enough to deny that plan. The snakebite came a little bit too late there. 4v4 still though, anyone's game. MIBR looking to take this one again through that sheer individuality, but it's Mada the one shining. Ethan towards the back of the site. Still in control of this. Takes a Mazzino. They do have mollies to play with, but right now, keeping the guns out. Convergent pass being earned up, and Mada's going to be utilizing it, using it. Tex left spinning, wondering how the hell is he going to get out of this spot. Scuba reclaims that space up eagerly and cleans up the following players. Mazzino dropped at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
One round is the difference between these two teams for our opening map.
Well, gained off the back of those 3 kills and they're all picked up in showers. Made all the difference in terms of cleanly converting this. Spray control on Glasspass is very nice.
Fuck it. Oh my god. Nice shots, guys. Holy shit.
That's a requirement with the way that MIBR are playing right now.
Yeah, you've got to be bringing your A game.
Yeah.
Neither team too close to any other major ultimates. Aspas could get that showstopper online halfway through the round potentially, but they're going for a B-leaning default here into Scuba, who's the only one home defending B.
Toxin screen, boys and orb.
Quick satchel, Aspas taking up the space.
It's a hard read from NRG that this was going to be fast A at the beginning. 4-player stack. Maybe they've read into the fact that MIBR don't really do fast B rounds.
Yeah.
So they feel like they have a timing where they can just leave Scuba home alone.
Time pass though that NRG can slowly maneuver some of the pieces back over towards B. Shore it up.
Yeah, they've got the stack in the right place now.
Yeah, 3 players. That's a TP by Mada.
Nice.
He gets traded out though. He had the refract to potentially get out there, but overstayed is welcome. Shots through the wall. Scuba lowers anything. The horn revealing onto the 2 of the players. It looks like a hard committal. MIBR looking like they want to go for this one. Sees. Not quite that. It's just a nade and a snake bite enough to clear it up with the bullets following through. Scuba timing taken and denied. MIBR have their rifles well trained on the appropriate angles.
A slow siege on the B side from MIBR and forcing every player out of position, driving them into the open where they're easy pickings. And this round, it's over. And really, MIBR are generating a huge amount of ults off the back of it too. Aspas got up to his Verno now with a Nightfall to play with. Mazzino one away from an orbital strike. Serious chance of MIBR now going on a run.
That's the danger zone for NRG. You're playing against any team. Attack side bind, if you let them start generating the ultimates, they can just start snowballing.
लेकिन पता नहीं इसका ego hurt हो गया
waiting. Rock will look to save this weapon into the next. Players are going hunting though from MIBR.
ये मैप में हो सकता है.
Yeah, there's a couple of players here without very many credits. Scuba and Mada with very little to work with. So I think it's pretty important that Rock keeps hold of that weapon. I mean, Mada really hard commits on that without anyone taking contact for him over towards Hookah. Normally that would be a play where you have somebody holding an angle in Hookah and then Mada can come through and backstab them. I think it was just based off Ethan's Sky utility. And if you watch how Ethan's using the Sky util, he is dumping it early. You'll be 40 seconds into the round and they'll have nothing left. So he's just trying to find out early on where MIBR are playing. And then they don't have basically any flashes to be able to work with in the mid or late round.
And clear up that fog of war, wondering where they could be. Kiko. Tim and Brock who are holding down this side. They do have rifles. Smoke shot down though, and have a showstopper. That's going to be signal it. Aspas wants to try and send this one forwards, up and over towards the head. That's a rocket that's going to be missing, hitting the side of triple. Not too much in terms of the way the damage done. Brock almost gone down to the molly. Luckily, heel in the back pocket.
I thought they were going to look for the plant as Aspas popped the showstopper there, because it would have been very hard to spam and deny.
Well, players are starting to take the space up now. Mada wants to see if he can try and take this fight forward. Oh my goodness!
Oh, that's astonishing stuff from Verno. He's hit some major multi-kill rounds in this map so far, but that one is something else.
Ridiculous stuff. Stamps out anything that could got deadly and dangerous. Rock. He's the playmaker here. Stun does connect, but covered. Scuba's only got the bucky. Could potentially get another gun forward. Hold on, that's a kill claim. Players are low. He's like, wait a minute, I don't want that gun. Still. Angles accounted for. Mazzino eager to plug in the gaps here. Horn overhead. This is getting a little bit messy.
इन लोग throw कर दे.
They They want to try and deal with Scuba cleanly, but they know where he is. They've got him penned in, and they're just toying with him at this point. There it is.
Finally.
Kill for Aspas. 3-round difference now, MIBR leading.
MIBR are not playing like an exhausted team here, knocked down into the lower bracket. They're the team, actually, by the look of it, with more energy and vigor for this game. What is this?
Insane.
He hit a sick 2K transfer like that in market earlier.
Dude, the jumpy, bro.
Yeah, so smiles.
It did feel a little bit like they needed this levity to their game in some of the earlier best of fives.
Yeah, the seriousness of the situation definitely taking its toll on some of the players. I mean, you could see it in Mazzino's play towards the end of yesterday.
He was trying his hardest in map 3.
Yeah, he was.
He wants to go and play in front of his friends, his family. He's from Santiago. It would be an enormous shame if he ended up missing out on it. I'm sure every day they're asking, you know, did you qualify? And he has to delay that good news a day later, and then a day later, and then you go into this game and you're like, hold on, are we really going to miss out on this?
Yeah, the last chance. It's like what we said at the beginning. Expectations for both of these teams. You've got reigning world champions on one side and a super team that's expected to lift trophies on the other, but no more second chances here in a match like this.
इन लोग बहुत scattered अच्छा.
The eco stack that NRG pretty comfortable going for, seeing if they can gamble.
Shit.
Get MIBR to slip up potentially. Nightfall's going to be committed, even though it is the eco, it's hunting for information.
I don't think he found a single person.
No. I think it might have been sidestep, and that could just be causing a bit of a downfall here for MIBR. They're sending it flying forwards. That's Shorty Zekin. He's getting cheeky with it now with a flash overhead here. These guns need to be good, well trained into the corner. Every player accounted for and dropped in the end. Matters forwards, and even he won't be able to get too much done there. There's significant damage. At least to the armor, but flawless overall. MIBR not losing a single player, now up to 11, and this is dire situation for NRG to be in. No more timeouts.
And Zekin still with the dimensional drift. So hard to set up defensive systems here that are going to be able to hold up against a Yoru ultimate that just exposes exactly where everybody's playing. Zekin picking up the attack op as well, upgrading from the outlaw. Full armor on everybody on NRG.
Matters with an op of his own.
They're doing that same 4-player stack on the A side that we've seen from them a couple of times, just leaving Scuba here on B.
Yeah, flash to set up Matter onto the deep showers line, and Ethan going to be rejoining with Scuba.
This slow press into the B site, though, destroyed NRG previously. Ethan, remember, was tucked into the cubby and got flushed out with util. And because NRG are not really fighting for B long or hookah, MIBR don't have to use very much. They still have a ton of util by the time they get to the site.
Matter is so deeply pushed here, all the way out of showers.
The ops might end up shaking hands here in top shore.
Drone popped off, gets the tag. Zekin position is acknowledged. Trailblazer now for that mid-round info. Was saved by Ethan. We're hitting that minute mark, and he did potentially spot more than a few players. Dimensional drift, though, from Zekin signals that this might be a bit of a speed up. MIBR looking for that information, looking for signs that they can hard commit into this, but players are waiting into the wings. It's just Scuba spotted. It's a bait and switch. NRG, they've got players waiting, but they need to jump out of the smokes now. Time to capitalize. Kills flowing for them all the way. Aspas in a 1v2, making a 1v1. This guy is lighting them all up. TV heard. Knows positioning. 20 seconds remaining. There was a fake TP at that. Refract back for Matter. Trying to bait the position, and it's caused Aspas to plan for backside. He's not going to anticipate this. It's a fast timing by Matter, but a boombot might spell it all out. No rifle picked up. Timing, waiting it out. Matter's got the op. It just comes down. Aspas might wade right into his sight lines, but the angle is held, and the awareness is so damn good. Cerebral play by Aspas.
He's back. He is back. If he keeps this level of play up throughout this match, it's going to be a whole different MIBR. Not only is Aspas up towards the top of the scoreboard, 21 and 8, but I'll tell you another thing, his clutches have been missing completely across kickoffs too. And yet the way that he plays this one shows you why he likes to play cautiously and get that value in the late round. Because usually, he's a menace here.
Yeah.
But
brilliant play.
For whatever reason, across kickoff so far, Mazzino, Tex, and Aspas have not been able to get it going in the clutch. There's so many things that if MIBR turn around, just turn it up a little degree, could give NRG a lot of trouble, and you get to see it there.
Potentially. Zekin's going to be dropped early on in a round like this. Could have been the tipping point. That's an Armageddon committed. NRG spending ults. Quite telling, I think, perhaps, of the mentality that they're in. Feeling pressed into a corner despite the player advantage. They need every single round to count.
Scuba's given a whole load of space inside of his ult here to Verno. Of course, that means that Verno's going to be sat on 1 HP.
He's decayed down. Don't even need to be accurate with the judge. You could just start spamming away. I mean, he might just find a few kills here. Very tricky scenario. Verno fired a shot. That is scary stuff. Pops himself out of it, though, and it's a bit of a sound bait. Looks like wants to slip his way back in to punish. But Scuba reasserts himself, gaining control, and it looks like there should be a fight going his way. Yeah, the highlights pointed out. Verno's gone. At this point, options for MIBR. Entirely leaning over towards the B side, but NRG have got reinforcements. Control is theirs. Smokes lay it down. The rifle spam while you're at it. Salvos as well going to be pushing them out and away, and it kills. At least claimed there, just that 1-for-1. Orbital strike to deny this one. 18 seconds left. What's the call right now for MIBR?
Yeah, they should.
Looks like to be to give it up.
I think it's honestly not even that bad of a round for MIBR. They've managed to pull out 2 massive ultimates. The ult bank was starting to get enormous for NRG. And if they want to win 5 in a row, they can't always be relying on using, you know, Armageddon and Orbital Strike in the rounds to stop hits from coming through.
The Viper's Pit as well while you're at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry,
three big ults.
3 ults in the round. I forgot about the pit. That's essentially the entire arsenal of big defensive ultimates expended in that one round. Of course, it's an important round, but it's the first of many important rounds that NRG are going to have to win if they want to get to overtime.
One round is all MIBR need in a spot like this here for this opening map. They know it better than most currently that best of 5s, they are a marathon. They've played in a lot of them, especially in kickoff. Aspas, again with the operator. Scoped up, going hunting.
Launching missile.
If you can find an early target, it would be good. There's a lot of pressure there with the util. The prowler in the face, Brook is forced to really respect that. Who could control though, given up. Aspas is alone when he's taking this angle and approach. It is risky business. Slightest of margins. Hunting forward and doubled up. It might not go his way at all. Yes. NRG had that one in a high-low. Plenty of util where that came from as well. The salvos.
That's a spike.
Decay. Yes.
He gets out.
Mazzino kind of going down in a spot like that.
And manages to extract himself.
Instant reposition by NRG. They can switch off into the corner. The Seeker's going to be offloaded into that mid-round just for that extra information. Tech's only breaking the 1. 2 of them leading away, and this is Mata taking a flank off of it. He's realized it. See if the timing gets taken. Leading over towards B though. Looks like NRG have got this one in their complete control unless things go direly wrong. B long control, backside is all there. Zekin alone onto the side. Tanks, there's a bullet to the dome, straight to Mata. Kiko though, responding, stepping up, sidestepping most of these bullets, and Eford getting involved into the fight. Verno left alive as the last one left. He will be running all the way.
If they play like this,
back and around. There's 15 seconds left.
They are cooked.
I think Scuba's going to beat him to the punch here, though. He's gone through the teleporter. Yeah, and Verno gives it up. He realizes this is not a round that's going to be possible. And plus, with Mazzino sat at exactly 0 credits, it just makes sense to try to save the gun in this spot. You want to give yourself... They have 5 chances to close the game. It's down to 3, but you want to make sure that every one of the chances remaining is a proper rifle round. Don't give NRG any chance at getting a freebie. Hardcore punish there on Aspas' attack side hopping. I think it's time to go back to the rifle.
30 seconds.
With the form that Aspas is playing in, I don't mind him getting the op out as much as he already has been. It's not been a weapon that he's found too much success with, but
good job living on B.
Fair enough. If he's going to play like he usually does, then put the op in his hands whenever you like. But here, on their attack side, when he's got Showstopper, I think it's time for a pace increase.
Yeah, and the timeout taken here for MIBR, it does give ins and chances for Bonka again to rejoin, talk back to the rest of the pack, discuss potentially things, because listen, there's always risks. They haven't been able to, they've been on their own essentially, but now you've given them the opportunity for a bit of input.
Well, we haven't seen MIBR rip a fast B hit at all. And I think NRG have got the read on that because they keep leaving B fairly weak at the start of the rounds. If you're thinking about where is Aspas going to take this showstopper, I think there's a very strong chance that he takes it over towards short. So player up in heaven looking for the spam at the top box. Maybe a player on top of triple. Mada in a spot even towards backside A where he could rip the Waylay ult to counter it. You know, there's plenty of options here to try to nullify the game plan that MIBR are going to come up with out of this timeout. But if you let them get into the site and set up a post plant with Pit, it is probably game over here on Bind.
NRG trying to claw their way back in one round at a time.
Well, here's Kiko in heaven. So Kiko's going to have that angle to try to punish Aspas as he goes for the ult off the box at short.
Here it is, sending it flying forwards now. With a double satchel, but no committal of the ult. Big reveal up towards heaven. Shots in through the smoke. They anticipating Aspas's position. Pushes and pushes him back. That is a Pit now. Lay it down over towards the A site.
Still difficult to actually get the plant committed though.
Yeah, look at the amount of smokes committed. Showers control for Mazzino, but again he has to sidestep and a convergent path.
That's just a bad weapon. Mazzino only had a Spectre.
Not enough damage done. 20 HP is what Mada survives with, and that could make a critical difference. Aspas looking to see if he can plug in the gaps in their hold. Mada, patience on display.
They dropped their own Pit to try to get the plant.
And I baited out, but Aspas is the one baited into the shot, yet across their placement is still good. Sublime at that. Showstopper waiting for that rainy day. Plant down, and this is just to push them back and create space. No one wants to hard commit into this. But that rocket, the fuse, finally dropping low enough, and the rocket does go straight into the wall. No casualties, 4v4, MIBR.
Backstab कर रहा है.
It's a massive turning point. It could be the map in their pocket as long as they maintain their composure and can earn these kills. But NRG are the ones closing in. Scuba, he activates finally onto that flank and just peels his way back.
Second just appeared into his lap.
Verno, it's time to step up. It's raw individuality. That's what's on display here. Scuba finally dropped. Aspas anticipating that re-swing. Snake bite, nade, or collapse. Combine their efforts, MIBR. Determined to get this one under their belt. And in a 1v3, Kiko making a 1v2.
He's got 7 bullets.
So much to overcome. Shorty out trying to find the targets, but running and gunning, toying with them. MIBR upsetting our expectations. They are feeling no fatigue. They are leading this lower bracket grand final.
A great start for the America's super team, landing the blow on the map that they need to open. This was MIBR's pick. It is a map that NRG have been banning recently, but the way in which MIBR have been able to do it, with Aspas on Raze coming out with 24 kills, Verno alongside him, by the way, playing an absolutely lights-out game, it does give you hope that MIBR are not just going to go quietly bombing out of the bracket here. They're looking good.
Yeah, they certainly are. The gameplay reminiscent at times, really just that all-in, realizing.
400.
Yeah, looks like it. I mean, still handle their cash. Sensational. No!
It's all 5. Here. So going to get close enough to deny the plant. Will be kept at bay. The Prowler doesn't spot him though.
Take the molly.
He's
willing to take
Oh my god. Bruh.
He brings this to a manageable situation.
God.
Alpha on 16, Crashy super pretty.
And he has Jones still? Oh my god.
There's the ult. That is going to
He's good. He's good though.
Slows it down. Bibbo, he's thinking about going looking, but now gets sent back. It's a reboot
Shock?
game, back and forth, people.
No.
Shot. It's all on Alpha. Gets it.
Oh shit. Oh shit. No. He's looking like me, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, they don't know about
safe.
stock.
They're kind of surrounded, and does Crashy's expected.
Austin!
Champion pays off there. No additional body as well. Alpha.
Oh my god. Should we give Alpha a raise? No.
Oi. Boring. अबे
सर के ऊपर से छक्का हो जाएगा, आउट हो गया शायद।
छटका हो जाएगा इसका और वीडियो देखना मेरे को
एक प्रैक्टिस सेशन करके आपके खिलाफ जीत के नहीं गए, डोमिनेट करके गए हैं। और तकलीफ इस चीज की भी बहुत ज्यादा है कि उन्होंने जीतने के बाद जब आखिरी विकेट ली, उस्मान तारिक जब आखिर में आउट हुए, उन्होंने सेलिब्रेट तक नहीं किया। मतलब हार्दिक पांड्या ने, उसने सिंपल अंपायर से प्रॉब्ली अपनी कैप पकड़ी एंड ही वॉक्ड। वो सूर्य कुमार यादव गया तिलक वर्मा के पास। इट वाज जस्ट लाइक ए नॉर्मल मैच फॉर देम। वो ऐसे एक दूसरे का कंधा थपथपा रहे हैं, नॉर्मल मैच, नो डांस, नो ओवर द मून, कोई रंगबाजी नहीं, सिंपल, जैसे वो जिम्बाब्वे के अगेंस्ट खेल रहे हैं, सिंपल।
हाँ, तो तेरी टीम
वो बल्कि हार्दिक पांड्या तो 2-3 ओवर पहले जब पता लग गया था पाकिस्तान ने हार जाना है, तो वो तो पता नहीं कुछ वार्म अप कर रहा था फुटबॉल के साथ। मतलब इजी लिया हुआ उन्होंने यार। तो कितनी इबरतनाक ये शिकस्त है आपकी। एक प्रैक्टिस सेशन
करके अबे ये था। हाँ। ये चलाने से probably will.
अब एक इंडियन क्रिकेटर है, वो अगर अपने रूम से नीचे लॉबी में आ रहा है यार, 10 बंदे उसके साथ, पूरा वर्ल्ड कप अभी आपका रहता है। और अब आप नबीबिया को हराएं, सुपर 8 में आप वहां अपने 2 मैच पहले जीते इंग्लैंड।
जाता हूँ प्रीमियम फास्ट बॉलर को पीट के आता हूँ। आगा कहां से आ गया?
जाता हूँ सबको पेल के आता हूँ।
उनके स्पिनर से बचने का बढ़िया प्लान मिल गया। क्या पेसर्स पे आउट हो जाएंगे? कैंग, आज आपने परफॉर्म क्यों नहीं किया?
जी आपका क्वेश्चन ही गलत है। मैंने परफॉर्म ही कब किया? डालना इनको तूने फिर से रन आउट करवा दिया।
तो धूपे में मैं छोटे छोटे पैर से कितना भागूं?
तुम्हें लंबे लंबे पैर से कितना रुकूं?
अरे तो आप नीचे आके बात करो। पहले नीचे मैं तो बुमराह को 3 छक्के मारूंगा।
बस 3 छक्के। मैं बुमराह को 6 छक्के, पांड्या को 5 छक्के, गंभीर को 3 छक्के, जैसा को 2 छक्के, बिजली को 1 छक्का मारूंगा। गलती हो गई।
जी बात यही है, वो जो 8 को ग्रेटेस्ट लेवल करता। पकड़ो मार साले को।
There's a new knife, a flex, and a player
जाता हूं प्रीमियम फास्ट।
Going to be available for you February 19th. Once again, new knife, a new flex, a player card, February 19th.
और ये सब कितने में? 8,000 रुपए।
Dan should be happy, as a matter of fact, because
बॉलर को पीट के आता हूं।
the win when we thought MIBR.
म्यूट करो यार।
आगा कहां से आ गया?
जाता हूं।
Say again. I know. Come on, please don't. Hey, don't. Look at him. Keep looking at him. Sorry.
कुछ समझ भाई साहब, मैं भी ऐसी बॉलिंग करता हूँ। एकदम एग्जैक्टली ऐसी
What's up, homie? I'm Tony.
Do you know that getting ignored by someone in your own house?
Do you know what's inexpensive and good quality? It's definitely the LED signs of LCD sign. We have 15 years of experience and have C and UL certifications, so it is suitable whether you buy it for your own store or for resale.
वास्ते के ना सुनिए
पता नहीं यार भाई।
भैया
अरे मुझे नहीं पता भाई।
भैया भैया भैया
बच्चे ने बच्चा भाई
भैया
रुक जा, पुलिस को फोन करता हूँ।
भैया
पुलिस को फोन करता हूँ।
भैया भैया
बच्चों की तरफ देखो कौन है भाई, कौन है भाई, देखो
भैया
कौन है यार भाई, बताइए यार। आदमी यार भाई, मत कर यार भाई, यार बच्चों दी यार,
भैया
मत कर यार बच्चों दी यार।
भैया ब्लॉग बना रहा हूँ।
अरे मत कर।
बेचारे का किडनी हाथ में आ गया था। स्टार्टिंग में क्या बोलता है यार, ओए हट, वो अलग ही लेवल का बंदा था। वस्ते होएगा भाया भाया।
जनाब, अपनी पाकिस्तान की टीम तो 200 रन बना रही है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया जैसी टीम को 100 रन से हरा रही है। इस बार का वर्ल्ड कप तो हमारा ही है जनाब। इंडिया टीम का हालत देखता हूँ। जनाब, इंडिया की वनडे सीरीज चल रही है।
नहीं जनाब, T20 चल रहा है।
जनाब, ये 271 रन कैसे बना दिए फिर? जनाब, ये AI तो नहीं है, इसे बंद करो। जनाब, अपनी पाकिस्तान की टीम तो 2-2
पाकिस्तान प्लेयर्स भी लाइक AI है। ऑस्ट्रेलिया में भी लाइक थोड़ा नाटक तो करना पड़ता है बड़े टूर्नामेंट से पहले, लेकिन ऑस्ट्रेलिया इस बार खराब खेल ही रहा है, ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग। वेरी बैड।
जनाब,
मेहनत कर रहा थोड़ा एडिट में, मेहनत नहीं कर रहा।
तू रंडी तोर माई रंडी सुनानी।
लेवल सबके निकलेंगे। कहाँ तक पढ़े हैं आप?
2 पैर तक।
क्यों रे मादरचोद?
झूमे मेरा सामान तेरी अम्मी जान देख मेरे लंड पे आए।
जी, ये भोसड़ी क्या कर रहे हो?
I had no love।
तुम साइम से बचोगे, साहिबजादा फरहान मारेगा। तुम सलमान से बचोगे, बाबर आजम मारेगा। बाबर से बचोगे, शादाब मारेगा। बॉलिंग में उस्मान तारिक की प्रैक्टिस करके आओगे, अबरार खा जाएगा। अबरार की प्रैक्टिस करके आओगे, शादाब इन फॉर्म है। तो तुम साइम से बचोगे, साहिबजादा फरहान मारेगा।
हाँ, बहुत सबने मार दिया भाई, बहुत मार दिया। हम लोग तो डर गए एकदम। चालू हो गया क्या मैच? 17 सेकंड है, 16 सेकंड हो गया।